Hello everyone, I am here today with a non-spoilery book review of Let's Get Lost by Adi Alsaid. I really enjoyed this book. It was the perfect summer reads book. This is an advanced reader copy and I believe the book comes out July 29th. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it and it was so unique. The reason why this book is unique is because it is from 5 different perspectives. You have the reoccurring character Layla show up in each different person's story, and she's road tripping up to see the Northern Lights. And she's a mystery because as she meets and talks to each of these people, she always has a different reason. You never know until it's her perspective at the end of the book. So before then, the first main character you have is Hudson, and Hudson's a mechanic. She meets him on the eve of his interview to get into school, and his goal is to be a doctor. Well, I won't tell you what happens, but there's kind of a little bit of a romance in there. And then she flees and flitters off, and then she goes and finds Bree, who is a wild runaway. And so she has just an insane adventure with Bree, and then her time with Bree ends with realistic consequences. And then she flitters and flutters on to Elliot. And she tries to help Elliot win the love of his life. And then after he does or does not get the girl, she flutters off and she finds Sonia. I think Sonia was my favorite story, and her boyfriend had recently died, I guess maybe like a year ago, and she was just kind of afraid of moving on, and through adventures, things end up happily or they don't, and I don't want to say anything. And then we finally get to Layla's story, and she is in the Northern Lights area in Alaska, and you get to see what a really complex character Layla is, and it makes me appreciate the stories even more between each of the characters. The reason why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars and not 5 out of 5 is just because when you start a new character, you kind of have to build into the new story and transition out of one character into another, and I felt like that took a little bit more time, and then you only have like 80 pages with a character, and they could have been books. I wanted a book for each character. Is that too much to ask, Adi Alsaid? Is that too much to ask? Because that is what I am demanding. And so I felt that sometimes it was a little slow getting into certain characters just because you have to have that background information when you meet someone new. And so that is the only really reason why I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. But I really enjoyed this book. It is a great summer read, especially kind of near the end of the summer, and school and new adventures are coming up, and so this is a great read to really get you in the mood of a new life adventure. This is the author's debut novel, and I will definitely be keeping tabs on him because I want to see what else he comes up with, and I will be picking it up. So that is it for today. If you like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Goodreads, Tumblr, and Twitter. And until next time, bye! This is an advanced reader else he comes up with because I will picking it up. I will